Hi everyone, welcome. We are back to Thursdays, only this week though. Funny how the week turns out. How is everyone? As you're popping on, please pop on, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from if you're new or maybe you've been here before. It's always nice to see who's on. Hi Sharon, hi Sue. How are you both today? How's your week going? It's been a busy week. How was everyone's Easter? Did you get to go away or do anything exciting? I'm so happy that my hubby and I got to go to Tassie for the Easter weekend. So we left home on Thursday afternoon after we shut the shop and stayed down Melbourne overnight and then got on the plane first thing in the morning. So we spent Friday, Saturday and Sunday over in Tassie and then flew back Monday afternoon. So it was so nice. Great little getaway. So we did quite a few things over there. Although it was the Easter weekend, a lot of things were still open, which so thankful for. It seems like we can only really get away when there's public holidays, so it's just the way it works out when you have a business, I suppose. But it was so nice. We did get to go up to Mount Wellington. We did the Port Arthur during the day, as well as a ghost tour of a night. We went and seen the remarkable caves. What else did we do? Just trying to think. Oh, we went to a wildlife sanctuary and got to see Tassie devils, and we did a bike tour on a rail track, which was so fun. It was a lot of fun, and we were so spoilt with the weather. It was a really nice weather. Hi Deborah. Did I get to go to the Wicked Cheese Factory? Where is that, Sue? No, we didn't hear of it or see of it. So we actually only really stayed in the Hobart area and around from Hobart to Port Arthur. So one night in Hobart and 2 nights around Port Arthur. So yeah, it was really good. If you have not been to Tassie, please go, because yeah, I think it's a must see. For us, we have been to every state now, so we had to get that off the list before we travelled anywhere else. So yeah, but yeah, super fun. So I'm not sure how many people are going to join us tonight. I did let everyone know that I was going live tonight, but because it's not my usual day anymore, I'm not 100% guaranteeing that we're going to have a lot of people on, but that's okay. So tonight's card is the customer appreciation card for April, because it's April already. So anyone who places an order with me in April will receive this pocket card that we're going to create today, as well as a Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial bundle. So some great little gifts for shopping with me for the month of April. Oh, it's somewhere in Tassie. Okay, best place for cheese. They are very well known for their cheese and their seafood. And I've never tried lobster. We had lobster while we were away. Yeah, it was all right. I think I prefer a prawn, but yeah, it was nice. But I don't know whether I'd spend the money again. Yeah, it wasn't fantastic. Son and daughter-in-law live in Tassie, Deborah. That's awesome. It's in Richmond. I went to Richmond. I didn't see it. There's a wildlife sanctuary for Tassie devils just near Richmond, about 17 k's away. So, but yeah, Richmond's a beautiful little historic town. That bridge is absolutely gorgeous. We've got lots of photos with that bridge. So it's so cool. So did anyone do anything exciting for Easter? Did you get away, or did you have just a nice quiet time? Oh, you've given me the address. If I go back, Sue, I promise I'll go to the Richmond Cheese Factory. There was a chocolate factory down near Port Arthur, but it wasn't open while we were there, so we didn't want to spend another couple of hours waiting for it to open, so we missed out on the chocolate factory. And we didn't go to the Cadbury one either, so that's all right. It's a bit of a quick trip, being 3 nights, 4 days, but we fit quite a bit into it, which is, you know, which is good. We got to see the place and relax and just have fun. So really, really good. Doesn't look like you guys done too much at all. You're not telling me anything, but that's okay. What else has been happening? This weekend I have an engagement party to go to on Saturday, so that's going to be fun. And I'm planning to do a little bit of crafting as well. I still have my pre-order in the box on the floor. I haven't done anything with that. I've been so busy since we come back. As you guys know, we have a business, so being closed for a few days created quite a bit of work to catch up on. We're also in our bill cycle, so I had to put bills out to customers, and this week's been pretty hectic, so it's probably more of getting on top of that before I can get on top of my stamping business. So bear with me. I will be doing a video with the unboxing probably on the weekend. I probably won't get to it before then, but I've got some new products that I really want to share with you and share with you. So share with you and share with you. You know, this is why I changed from Thursday to Tuesday, because I'm tired and I don't make a lot of sense either. Deborah went caravanning over Easter, went to Quambatok Tractor Pool. Wow, okay. Well, that would have been fun. We actually had a flyer for the Quambatok Tractor Pool event in our shop window. So, but yeah, I'm sure it was really fun to have and go to. I've got a couple of projects that I'm going to share with you before we get crafting, and one, I can't even show you a picture of my challenge card because I've actually created it for my husband's twin brother, and he has it, so I couldn't get it back off him to share with you guys. But if you want to have a look, it's the theme for this week is black and white for Tracy Sunday Challenge. So if you would like to join in, all you need to do is create a card or a project using black and white as the theme, and then you can take a photo of it, go over to my business Facebook page, and you can pop your photo of your card or project in the comment section. And please do, it's always nice to see other people joining in, and it's also inspiring for other people with your project. So, you know, share with us. We would really love to see it. So I actually did a window card. So it was a normal card. I punched out a shape, a hexagon shape out of the front, and then you could see through to the inside of the card. So a very, very simple card, and but it really was really great as well. So there is a video here on YouTube if you would like to see it. And like I said, anyone can join in the challenge. Just take a photo and pop it in to that challenge post on my business Facebook page. Also, over this week, we have done the monochromatic Instagram hop. I've been doing that each week. It's so fun. This week that we've been, the hop was actually for Flirty Flamingo. So let me show you the card that I created. It's this one here, using the Cake Fancy stamp set. And that is actually carrying over to our annual catalogue. So I'm super excited that I've got actually quite a few stamp sets that are carrying over. So a very, very simple card. I have stamped the background with Flirty Flamingo using those little meringues, and then I have a piece of matting in Flirty Flamingo, and then a piece of basic white that I've just stamped. So very simple one layer card there. I didn't add any ribbon or embellishments or anything like that, but I did pop up that layer. So you can see the 2 layers of basic white and Flirty Flamingo have been popped up onto the card base. So I think this is such a pretty card. You could also add a little bit of Wink of Stella maybe if you would like to add a little bit of shine, or, you know, you could certainly add some embellishments to the top of that as well. Also, the Global Monthly Video Hop, we've joined together this week. Actually, it was last night for April's theme of fun folds. So if you really like doing fun folds and maybe you're looking for a bit of inspiration, we've got some really great ones with the Global Monthly Video Hop. So all you need to do is pop on over to my blog, or here on YouTube you'll see the video, and then in the description of the video you can see everyone who's taking part in the hop. So you can hop down and see everyone's creations. You're going to find some really great cards in there that I'm sure that you can you know, create yourself, change them around using different stamps or DSP. But this one's mine. It is a double gatefold card. It's using that Flowering Zinnias DSP, which is in the online exclusive. So you won't find it in the catalogue, but you can find it in my online store in the online exclusives. And I love how bright and happy this card is. Like, isn't that just gorgeous? And when it closes up, it looks like that. So another way of doing your double gatefold card is you could create a little belly band and pop that on, and that will keep the card closed. I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to leave it like this, so it more sits out on, you know, wherever you leave your cards. When you give them to someone, it sits out like this. So, and I thought, you know, it's so bright and cheery. We've got the lemon lime twist and berry burst in the colours, so super cute. And lemon lime twist is leaving us. So, no, it's not. That's peak. What is it? Parakeet Party's leaving us. Don't fret. I'm telling you the wrong things. Anyway, so April, we've got new online exclusives. We've got new kits. So there's actually 2 new kits that have been released. One is great for pets. It's got cats and dogs. I've got it on order. As soon as I get it, I'm going to share it with you because it is cute. We got to see it at the onstage in Melbourne, and they also gave us the other honeycomb kit. So, and I have shared that with you before, and I'll be sharing that with you, actually creating the kits as well really soon. So, but 2 great kits. You can check those out in my online store. Anyone who's purchasing with me this month in April, I have some really great specials for you. So the first one is you're going to get this handmade card that we're going to create tonight, which is this one here using that ice cream swirl bundle. And this DSP is the Delightfully Eclectic. That's that huge big pack of 12 by 12 DSP that's retiring. So if that's something that you like, you can grab that as soon as possible. So it's a pocket fold card. So super cute. Something a little bit different. That sits in there. And using the ice cream swirls. This DSP has little strawberries on it. So I teamed up with a strawberry on the ice cream. So that is what you'll receive as a thank you gift. Also, you'll receive the Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial bundle. This month we are focusing on the Let's Go Fishing bundle. It's this one here, really nice masculine themed bundle. Now what's really great is this bundle is coming out in the new annual catalogue. So it's actually keeping in the catalogue, which is awesome. Great for those masculine cards, and we have 4 really cute masculine cards. Well, I suppose they're not really cute. Some of them are cute, some of them are very masculine, but you're going to have all your masculine cards certainly so much easier with this tutorial bundle. Now you can purchase this right now over on my blog. It's an instant download, so as soon as it's paid for over on PayPal, it will then transfer you to the page where you can either print or download that PDF. So 12 wonderful projects. I will be showcasing my project next month, so I'll share a little bit more with this beautiful bundle. But yeah, you can grab that right now over on my blog. If you live outside of Australia, or maybe you already shop with another demonstrator and you want to get that one, you can purchase it. If you're purchasing through me this month and maybe your order is over $65, you'll receive those 2 gifts that I just showed you, so these ones here. You'll also receive the April tutorial bundle. Now I don't have this in my hands other than this first front page, but there are 43 projects this month, full color photos, all the measurements, instructions, all the supplies, everything that you need for each of one of these cards. You'll be able to find them in this bundle tutorial. So $65, you'll receive this one as well as soon as I get it. When I do receive it, I will also have it over on my blog where you can purchase for an instant download, same as the Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial. And if you are part of my team, you receive both these bundles absolutely free every month. So if that's something that maybe interests you, you want to get your discount of the 20%, you know, you want to be part of a really cute, why am I saying cute today? A really great crafting community, you can certainly join my team by purchasing the starter kit and, you know, get your crafting journey going. All right. Very good. All right, I'm going to pop the camera down. We're going to get crafting, and I feel all out of sorts today, and I don't know why. I think it's because it's Thursday, and Thursdays do not do me good. All right, let's pop the camera down. There's been so much work to catch up on in the business as well. And I don't know about you guys, but mental work really does take it out of you. I'm just going to add all my lights in here as well. We lose daylight saving this weekend. I'm super excited about that. I'm not a huge fan of daylight saving, but the only problem is we're going to have dark afternoons for crafting. But I think my lights nowadays are pretty good, so it won't be too bad. All right, so this is the new host code if you're interested in that. This is the card that we're going to create. I'm going to share with you the supplies that we'll need for this card. So the inks, we have Crumb Cake, Garden Green, Calypso Coral, and Bubble Bath. I need to pop my sticker on, don't I? So those are the inks as well as Versamark ink. We are going to do a little bit of heat embossing there. The stamp set is actually a bundle, the Ice Cream Swirl bundle. This one is also sticking around into the new annual catalogue. So that's fantastic because I really like this set as well. And I'm using the Everyday Details dies, which are one of my new favourite nesting dies. So we're just going to use these circles. I've got white embossing powder. I have my kit here. Oh, and before we get into the kit, I'm also using the Baker's Twine Essential Pack with the basic white twine. For the card kit, we have Calypso Coral, Garden Green, Basic White Thick. I've got Crumb Cake, Bubble Bath, and then this actually is the leftover piece from the top of this one. I just cut it off and that was what was left over. So I'm actually going to use that because that's exactly a little bit bigger than I need. So why make another one when I already have that? But I will tell you the measurements of that as we get to it. And to create the actual little pocket, we're going to use the Delightfully Eclectic DSP. And I'm going to use these little strawberries DSP. Now, just quickly, to me, when I look at this DSP, this reddy pinky colour, to me, looks like Calypso Coral. When I look at the colours in this kit, we've got Basic Black, Bubble Bath, Cajun Craze, Calypso Coral, Crushed Curry, Fresh Freesia, Garden Green, Misty Moonlight, Night of Navy, Old Olive, Petal Pink, and Pretty Peacock. So I'm wondering, To me, it looks like Calypso Coral. It could also be maybe Cajun Craze, but we're going with the Calypso Coral. And this pack has got some amazing papers in it. It's a huge, huge pack. Oop, missed a few. Great big daisies there. This one would be a great one for school as well. All right. So starting off with our DSP, I'm just going to cut this down. This is 12 by 12. We need a piece that measures 9 by 6. So I'm going to cut it at 6 inches first. Come out a little bit. You're just going to see a little bit of my messy desk. And we need 9 inches across. And I'm going to do some scoring, but one tip I have for you, you want to have your design up the right way to start with, but I'm actually going to score from the other side. And isn't that pretty? It's a pretty little pattern. I'm going to score at 1/2 inch. Excuse me. Then we're going to have 4 3/4. Those are 2 score lines. And then I want to score on the bottom, which is going to be the bottom of our design. If you're using a DSP that is not directional, it won't matter, but I want the bottom of the design. And I'm going to score that at 1/2 inch. So just going to give a quick burnish on those fold lines or those score lines. As you can see, there is our little pocket, like so. We are going to actually die cut a circle in just a second, but we're going to do a little bit of our stamping before, so we can do all our die cutting together. So for our stamping, I'm going to need the bubble bath cardstock, and I've got my stamps already mounted just to make it a little bit easier for myself. So we have the top of our ice cream cone. I'm going to stamp that in bubble bath. Like so. And while I have that here, I'm also using some blending brushes. So I've got one in a brown and one in a pink. I'm just going to add a little bit of colour to that ice cream top, just on the edges. I think bubble bath is such a pretty colour. Very, very light, but really nice. So it's just added a little bit of extra colour to the edges. So that's right. I need Calypso Coral and the Garden Green. We're going to stamp the strawberry, and I'm sort of going to make my own little strawberry here. So I'm going to stamp in the Calypso Coral first. And then I'm going to grab my Stampin' Scrub and Stampin' Mist. I'm going to give it a nice, good clean, because we're going to use it again and stamp in Garden Green. We really only need the top of that strawberry, but I'm pretty much going to stamp the whole thing because there's a little bit of a technique to putting these two together to make it easy for yourself. we have that done. Let's bring in our die cutting machine. And we're going to stamp, oh sorry, we're going to die cut the ice cream swirl. So this die set has 2 ice cream swirls. One is the solid, and then we have a nice little layering effect. We're just going to do the solid. I'm also going to grab out the ice cream cone, and then this one here actually embosses on the cardstock, so we're going to use both of those as well as the strawberry. Strawberry down, and our swirl. Tasmania has really nice ice cream as well. We did have an ice cream while we were down there, and yeah, very nice and creamy. That one. Let's do Calypso Coral, and I'm just going to cut this off a little bit. Let's do it on this side, you can see it a little bit easier then. And with the everyday details, we're going to need the largest and the second largest in that circle. So largest, second largest. And for the second largest, we're also going to die cut from the Calypso Coral. So one of those. Oops. And this actually cuts out all the little layers around that die. The only problem is it leaves all these little pieces on your mat, and I'm going to actually just get rid of those now, because if you don't, it will leave an imprint on the next thing that you run through if you put cardstock over the top. You just want to make sure you get rid of all of those. I did actually vacuum under my desk just before I come live, and I'm going to have to do that all over again. Just going to add those 2 back. Let's bring in our crumb cake cardstock, and I want to actually die cut, as well as popping that inside layer, which is our embossed piece. Really great detail. So quite a bit of die cutting on this card, just because of what I've chosen to decorate with. And you can see we have the cone, we've got that little bit extra, and this bit up here is actually what I'm going to use to adhere down the top of my cone, so the ice cream swirl part. So that's pretty important. Almost done all our die cutting. The last one that we have to do is actually the circle for our pocket card. So Let me move this out of the road for a second just so I can describe what we're doing. So when this closes up, you've got your little flap on the side, or your tab, that's going to close down. What we want to make sure is that this tab's on the right hand side, because our ice cream's going to really take up quite a lot on the right hand side. We need to get fairly close to the edge on the left hand side. So if this tab was on the left hand side, it wouldn't work so well because you'd be cutting into that tab. So this just makes it a little bit easier to do. So we're going to use our largest circle from that Everyday Details, and I'm going to run this one through. So let's bring him back in. Okay. And what that actually gives us is the opening for the pocket card, which is just a plain circle. That's how the die works. But then we have this one here, which we can add to the inside of the card so it all looks like one. And we still have all that beautiful detail with the little dots inside. All right, let's bring in all our little pieces. Now we do have to do a little bit more stamping and colouring. So I've got my little Calypso Coral second largest circle die from the Everyday Details. I'm just going to poke through all those little holes. They didn't all punch out. It's really quick and easy to do. Did everyone get that wild storm in Victoria on Monday? We actually flew in to Melbourne Airport. And it was, yeah, a lot of turbulence. It was, yeah, even driving home, so much rain. So I'm just going to use my embossing buddy to make sure that, because I've played around with that with my fingers, I'll make sure that all that embossing powder is not going to get stuck everywhere. I've got the thanks from that stamp set, and we're just going to stamp it with the Versamark ink. And I'm also going to stamp it to the side, so just like this. I'm going to bring in that white powder. I don't know, I can't seem to do a card without heat embossing. It is my weakness. The heat tool, I've got it on setting 2. And what we're going to do is we're going to heat this up so it actually melts that powder and becomes nice and bright and shiny. Easy. So I can pop that to the side as well. We're going to add a little bit of colour with the Stamping Blends and Crumb Cake ink to our cone. You could certainly leave it like this. It looks good, but, you know, just adding a little bit of shading looks really great as well. So So not going overboard or anything like that. Just making it nice. The other thing you can do as well is just use the edge of your ink pad around the very edge of the cone. And you can see that gives it a little bit more depth as well. Okay. Before we start assembling, I'm just going to grab my little strawberry, and I didn't do a very good job die cutting, but I did both of them exactly the same. So I'm just going to take my scissors and just cut this end bit off a little bit more. And then for the strawberry part in the cherry cobbler, in the Calypso coral, we're just going to take that top off. And then for the garden green, I'm actually just going to go round and make it a little bit smaller, like so. And that will give me a little bit of an area to add and adhere down the Calypso coral, coastal cabana. Calling it everything but its names. Why does Stampin' Up! Make names that are so similar? I don't know. I suppose you'd run out of names eventually, wouldn't you? With so many inks. So I'm just going to use some liquid glue, pop this down over the top. And that's how we'll get our 2 coloured strawberry. Very easy to create. But look at that. So cute. And you could also add a little bit of shading with the ink blending tool if you would like. I think, you know, that's going to be great. We'll add a little bit of Wink of Stella as well. So now we can start sort of popping everything together. Have my basic white. I need that little strip. Okay, so let's pop our card together. We're going to add some tear and tape down the side. You could use liquid glue, whatever you're comfortable with. And what I'm also going to do is on this little score line here, I'm just going to take out just a little, and this is just going to help with the bulk. So it's not going to be bulky right there. I'm going to do the same for this one. Just taking out that corner and giving it a miter cut. So tear and tape down our tabs. I don't think I've really created too many pocket cards before, but they're a fun card to do, and they really are very easy as well. So I've got my tear and tape ready to go, and so I've just used my bone folder to make sure that these are sitting down really well. And I'm just going to close them down. And then this one's just going to go in and underneath. There we have it, a little pocket. It's a nice big circle, so we can really add lots of details in there. I'm going to get rid of just this rubbish that I've got sitting on my desk. So let's work on our inside piece of our card. We have a little strip here. Now this is, it needs to be basic white is 3 7/8 by 5 7/8. So this little strip is 1/4 scored in half at 1/8, and it just needs to be enough to go across the 3 7/8. So I've just scored it with the score tool. I'm going to add just a little strip of tear and tape down the center. Tear and tape really is my best friend. We're going to place that along the top just to give it a little bit of extra detail. See how it sticks outside the card? But we're just bringing that colour in by adding a little bit of strip in the detail. You could also make yours a little bit larger if you wanted to come across over a little bit more. So maybe 1/2 inch, so that way you've got 1/4 inch on either side, whatever you prefer. And then we can just take off whatever extra piece on either side. Let's pop this in. This to sit down and in, like so. Then, now that we've had this in place, this is where we can start adding this in, and then we'll know that our insert piece is going to be in the right spot because we've added these to the basic white piece. So our die cut that we have die cut from our pocket card, we're just going to add a little bit of glue, line that up and pop him in. And I'm also going to add the thanks in the center. This could be popped up, but don't think it really needs to be. So there's that part of the card. We can add our swirl to our ice cream cone. And this has got a great area to be able to hang on to. Actually, I made this one because that's a little bit too big. It'll be sticking up too much. So let's forget I popped that there. Let's just take a little bit off, like that. Add a little bit more glue down, and I'm going to line it up around these little embossed slits. So around there. So cute. Let's pop up our little strawberry. Just using some dimensionals. So pop him up. Let's add a little bit of Wink of Stella. That's gold. We don't want that one. I have a couple of gold ones here. Oh, there we go. So let's just colour in our strawberry to add a little bit of sparkle and shine. There we go. And I'm going to add that to my card, but I want to make sure that I'm just popping on dimensionals to the areas where I have DSP rather than around our circle. So we're going to be really mindful where we're going to pop them. Everywhere is good on the cone piece, so I'm going to add a few there for those. Like so. and then just along the very edge there. And that's good. Let's take the backings off. Perfect. I'm going to use the white from the Baker's Twine Essential Pack. I'm just going to create a nice little bow. A lot of the time I can't get the Baker's Twine to work for me without twisting, so I'm going to do my very best. Teeny tiny little bow, and I think that's a really great bow. I'm super happy with that one. I'm going to be a little bit longer tails and glue dots. We'll pop this down. So just quickly, our new catalogue will go live for customers next month. It is pre-orderable right now for demonstrators, so whether you're a demonstrator now or if you want to sign up by purchasing the starter kit, you can purchase products, some products from the new annual catalogue. But the other thing that I really wanted to let you know about is some of our essentials are going up in price. So cardstock, glues, envelopes, what else? Cardstock, did I say that? Some tools, some storage. There are quite a few things going up. So if you're running low on any of those, especially your cardstock, your envelopes, grab them now because they will go up. So basic white thick, all those ones. I go through a ton of that. I've also purchased quite a bit of glue and tear and tape, some glue dots, a few of those things as well because they're staples in my craft room. And if I can save myself some money, I certainly will. So I urge you, if you haven't placed that order, do that this month before they go up next month. And there we have it. That is April's thank you card for anyone purchasing in my online store this month. Unfortunately, you can't see all the little cute strawberries in the background. That's okay. Little pocket card. What do you guys think? So cute. Love it. All right. That's the host code if you want to use it this month. Does anyone have any questions? Anything that they would like to chat about before we go? Don't forget you will also receive the Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial bundle as a thank you gift for shopping with me this month. Team members get the Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial bundle as well as the April tutorial bundle free just for being part of my team. So awesome. I don't think anyone has any questions. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with me tonight. I have fumbled over this a little bit, and it goes to show that Thursdays don't work for me. So we'll be back next Tuesday with a live, and we're actually going to be creating the Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial card from that bundle. So using the Let's Go Fishing suite from the catalogue. So really great masculine suite, and maybe I'll create 2 cards out of the tutorial bundle. I'll see how I go. Oh, thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Sharon. it was lovely to have you both on, or having actually everyone on. I really do appreciate everyone's time. All right, there'll be a new monochromatic Instagram hop video coming out on Friday night, early Saturday morning, and I'll also have another video on Sunday for Tracy's Sunday Challenge. So, yeah, plenty of inspiration coming your way. All right, everyone, enjoy the rest of your week. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you all really soon. Bye-bye.